The Hidden Formula for an Extraordinary Life, inspired by Dale Carnegie. Napoleon Hill and Tony Robbins, they say, if you could sit in one room with the three greatest minds of self-mastery, Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, and Tony Robbins, you'd walk out with a blueprint that could change your entire life. Today, that's exactly what we'll do. Imagine the three of them sitting across a table. Carnegie, the master of human connection. Hill, the architect of wealth and purpose. Robbins, the fire that turns belief into action. Three men, three eras, one truth. Success doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your mind, in your heart, and in the way you treat people. Carnegie would speak first with a gentle smile. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in others than in 2 years trying to make others interested in you. He taught that the secret of influence isn't dominance, it's empathy. When you look people in the eye and make them feel important, you unlock invisible doors: trust, respect, opportunity. His lesson: master panoply, and life opens itself to you. Then Napoleon Hill would lean forward and say in that calm, measured tone, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. Hill believed thoughts are real forces, that every success, every empire begins as an invisible idea held with faith. He'd tell you about definiteness of purpose, the unshakable clarity that turns wishes into will. He'd warn, most men quit 3 feet from gold, but the few who persist, those who keep faith alive through failure, they don't just find wealth, they become it. Then Tony would interrupt with that thunderous voice that fills arenas. Knowledge is not power. Execution is power. Robbins took Hill's thoughts and Carnegie's empathy and lit them on fire. He'd remind you that emotion creates motion, that fear, doubt, excuses, they're habits, and habits can be broken. He'd shout, if you want a new life, raise your standards. Stop negotiating with your limitations. Tony's truth: nothing changes until you decide you've had enough of your own excuses. At that table, the 3 men would pause and smile knowingly, because each of their lessons was a piece of the same code. Carnegie taught how to connect with others. Hill taught how to align your mind with purpose. Robbins taught how to ignite it through massive action. Connection, purpose, action. That's the hidden formula behind every person who went from ordinary to extraordinary. Think about it. Every dreamer who became great Jobs, Oprah, Musk, Bezos, Jordan, followed this pattern. They mastered people, sharpened their purpose, and acted relentlessly. The difference between a dream and destiny is the number of times you refuse to quit. Carnegie would whisper, smile more, criticize less. Hill would add, keep your desire burning, even when no one believes. Robbins would roar, get up, again and again, until you break through. Most people think success is a mountain to climb, but these men knew it's a mirror to clean. When you remove fear, doubt, envy, and blame, what's left is your potential. You don't need to be lucky. You need to be clear, consistent, and courageous. Because the greatest power you'll ever possess is self-command. So if you're listening in your car, your gym, your room, take this as the moment your story turns. Remember Carnegie? Make others feel valued. Remember He'll guard your thoughts like treasure. Remember Robbins? Act as if failure doesn't exist. The world doesn't reward the smartest. It rewards the ones who apply what they learn with passion, faith, and persistence. So wake up your potential. Speak with kindness, think with faith, and act with fire. Because if you combine the heart of Carnegie, the mind of Hill, and the energy of Robbins, you'll stop chasing success and start becoming it.